1019 KACQ.
I'm Casey Chapman here with your local Lampasas area news. This newscast is a service of Hobby's Pond, and it's Friday and football day, so I'm starting with the sports. The undefeated 7-0 Badgers wrap up district play tonight, taking on the Fredericksburg Billies in Badger Field. General admission tickets for the game sold out within minutes on Wednesday morning. If you didn't get tickets to the game, you can tune into Lampasas Radio. Go to lampasasradio.com, click Listen Live, or go to YouTube to view the game live. Just look up LISD Technologies for the play-by-play action with Kenny Murray and Daryl Brooks. The pregame show is at 7, kickoff at 7:30. Here's Daryl Brooks talking a little bit about the Badgers, the Billies, and tonight's game.
The Lampasas Badgers will be at home tonight as they will be taking on the Fredericksburg Battling Billies at Badger Stadium. Lampasas Badgers come in with a 7-0 overall record, 4-0 in district. Fredericksburg comes in 5-4 overall, but 1-3 in district. Lampasas has already sewed up the number 1 seed. Fredericksburg, on the other hand, has already missed out on the playoffs as they can't catch anybody else in district. So this is going to be an interesting game. This is a good team that's fallen on some hard times when they reached district. They were putting up a lot of points early, and things have just wheels kind of fallen off for their offense for the Battling Billies as they've struggled in the last couple of, or 2 or 3 weeks. Last week they did come up with a big win over Taylor, 55-13, but this is going to be an interesting game to see what they can do against Lampasas. Their defense has been pretty good. Only one team scored 35 points on them. They've kept everybody else under that. They've got been averaging just about 20 points a game on defense. So it's going to be another tough defense for the Lampasas Badgers to come away with. But it's going to be interesting to see what all happens. Again, the records in District 13, Lampasas 4-0, looking to go 5-0, keep this undefeated season going as they're about to get headed for the playoffs. LBJ's already locked up the number 2 seed, but the number 3 seed is where it's interesting in this district. As Burnett and Canyon Lake play tonight, they're both 2-2 in district. They'll be playing for the number 3 seed. The loser will be the number 4 seed, and that could be a difference in whether they have to play Bernie or Lavernia for them, as those are the number two teams on that side. Lampasas in the first round. Don't really know who they're going to play yet. It looks like it could be Pleasanton, but Somerville is also included in that. Uvalde's playing them tonight. If they win and Pleasanton lost, you got a 3-way tie, and then you got to figure out what's going on. So it's going to be an interesting night of football. But Lampasas, again, they're looking to keep that offense rolling as Whitehead passing game has really started rolling over the last 4 or 5 games. They had 5 touchdowns last week. They'd like to keep that up, but they'd kind of like to get that running game going a little bit more. It's struggled over the last couple of games. Been efficient. Got over 100, 120 yards, but like to start seeing them getting up that 200-plus yard a game area and see if they can do something with the running game and complement the passing game. I've said all along, if they can get both of those working in the same game, there's nobody in the state that can stop them. But it seems like the passing games work or the running games work. See if they can get something going tonight. Some other games in the area. San Saba will be taking on Cisco, number 6 versus number 8 for the district championship in their district. This is going to be a whale of a game as both these teams come in. Both of them are looking to go to state and get a state title. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they don't play each other again somewhere down the road in the playoffs. But winner takes all. Whoever wins that one will be the number 1 seed, and the loser will be the number 2 seed. So it'll be interesting. Lomita, they don't have a game this week. They've already wrapped up the number 2 seed. They'll be in the playoffs next week. So with that, we'll send it back to you, Johnny.
Education leaders are eager to see how the newly elected Republican lawmakers will handle budget cuts.
When the state lawmakers who were elected this week go to work in January, they'll be facing billions of dollars in lost revenue due to the coronavirus and all the restrictions. That means cuts, and public education leaders are worried that the Republican majority will put them in the crosshairs. Clay Robinson is with the Texas State Teachers Association.
Schools in Texas still generally are underfunded, and the COVID and the economic problems from the COVID pandemic have worsened that.
It was just 2 years ago that 12 education-friendly lawmakers were elected to the State House, and all but one were re-elected this year. Michael Board, TSN
Whoa.
News.
Hey now, what are you looking for?
I'm a little short on change. I'm craving some tacos, and payday is still 2 days away.
Well, you have all of this stuff sitting around here that you're not using right now, so why not take it up to Hoffy's Pawn and Gun and burn it and have some money to tide you over? And I also see you have stuff that you haven't used in a long time that you could just go sell, like this guitar that you were going to learn to play years ago.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. I think I'll do just that. Tacos, here I come.
Hold up, I'll go with you. They take all kinds of stuff like guns, jewelry, musical instruments, laptops, tools, and a lot more. They also offer a large selection of quality new and used guns and pistols, as well as ammo. Hey, do you feel like venison?
No, I don't think so.
Hoffy's Pawn and Gun. Check them out online at hoffyspawnandgun.com or head to 201 South Water Street in Burnett for all of your pawn shop and gun needs.
And when you just want some extra money for tacos.
A Fort Hood soldier has been arrested in the 2019 homicide of 32-year-old Kelsey Keitham.
20-year-old Corey Grafton was taken in custody on Tuesday, charges of first-degree felony murder. He was at the scene when Cheatham was killed, and his DNA matched what was found on Cheatham. She was killed at the Days Inn off I-14. Grafton is an active duty soldier assigned to 1st Cav Division of Fort Hood and was being held in Bell County Jail on a $1 million bond.
City, county, and state offices, along with the Collection Center and the Lampasas Public Library, will be closed next Wednesday in honor of Veterans Day. Your trash pickup, though, will run on schedule.
The Lampasas Animal Shelter has 4 cats available for adoption right now. First, we have Freddie, a domestic medium hair cat who's red and white tabby. And then we have Dexter, a domestic short hair who is black and white. And Drake, also a domestic short hair who is a brown tabby. And Doc, who is healing from an injury on the tail right now. He's a domestic medium hair cat who is a brown and white tabby. All of these are boys and neutered. They are very loving and sweet and ready to go to a new home. If you have any questions about these cats, please call the Lampasas Animal Shelter or stop by and pick one up to take them home.
For your COVID-19 update, as of yesterday, they were just over 116,000 estimated active cases of the virus in Texas.
The fatality count in the state is over 18,000. Around the region, Bell County jumped up 64 to 6,770 total cases. Coryell County steady at 2,036. Burnett added 3 with 1,120. Mills added 3 with 87. San Saba up 1 with 247, and Hamilton added 4 with 215 total cases. The number of spikes could be a result of increased testing and/or late reporting, and the number of total cases also includes those who have recovered. Here locally, as of yesterday, Lampasas County was showing 434 total cases, 21 of those being active. There are no hospitalizations at this time, and the number of fatalities still stands at 11. And 402 county residents have recovered from the virus so far.
Lampasas Radio's Big Buck Contest fires off tomorrow morning at Hall Powers Ranch and Supply. Lampasas Radio will be there broadcasting live, and there'll be prizes given out for the biggest free-range buck, runner-up free-range buck, biggest high-fence buck, biggest youth buck, biggest ladies buck, and first buck in, and many more other categories. You can see the full list of categories and prizes on Hall Power Ranch and Supply's Facebook page or see today's radiogram. Judging will go on from 9 to 3, and the only deer harvested tomorrow can be entered before 3. The Big Buck Contest tomorrow at Hall Power Ranch and Supply at 1189 North Highway 281, right here in Lampasas. It was another relatively easy day for LPD yesterday. Officers were sent out to track down a prowler reported in the 900 block of East Avenue F just before 4 yesterday morning. It stayed quiet up until mid-afternoon when dispatchers sent them out on a suspicious activity call that came in from the 300 block of East 1st and out on a reported fraud in the 100 block of East 4th Street. Officers responded to a disorderly conduct call in the 800 block of North Key, and 2 possession of drug paraphernalia calls came in. One in the 1000 block of East Central Texas Expressway, the other in the 400 block of West Avenue A late last night. And no arrests were made by the city. The county booked in 63-year-old Colleen Mann for a bond revocation parole violation. Lomita had a livestock issue. Kipner worked a couple of civil matters, settled a disturbance, and went out on an animal complaint. County deputies were sent out on a trespassing complaint, worked a couple of fraud cases, including one in Cove, cleared a wreck, and were called out on a couple of civil matters. The burn ban remains in effect for Lampasas County. We still don't have results for the 2020 presidential election as of now. Joe Biden is holding the lead with 264 electoral votes to Trump's 214. It could still take several more days before it is called.
It'll be clear skies out for you tonight as you're making your way home, with your temperatures falling to 53, and you'll get in a southeast wind between 5 to 10 miles per hour. It'll be a sunny day out for you tomorrow, with your temperatures peaking at 77. Mostly clear later in the evening, with temps bottoming out at 56. And a mix of sun and clouds for your Sunday, with a high near 78, a bit windy, with some southeast winds coming at you around 15 miles per hour. Winds could gust as high as 20. A clear night with a low of 59.
Thank you to our viewers for watching. We will see you again on Monday. I'm Casey Chapman here with your local Lampasas area news.
1019 KACQ.